is that Allah did not say after difficulty, ease comes. He doesn't use the word after. He used the word with. إِنَّ مَعَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا وَلَمْ يَقُلْ إِنَّ بَعْدَ الْعُسْرِ يُسْرًا فَهُنَاكَ فَرْقٌ بَيْنَ كَلِمَةِ مَعَ وَبَيْنَ كَلِمَةِ بَعْدَ. There's a big difference between saying with difficulty, there is ease, and saying after difficulty, there is ease. There's a big difference. At least two differences in this khutbah I want to share with you. One difference is, maybe as you are going through a difficulty, that difficulty came with some other ease that you didn't even realize at the same time. Maybe as hard as this is, the alternative would have been much, much, much harder. Maybe one problem where one door closed was the only reason 5 other doors opened up. You see, that you didn't see it that way, but Allah Azza wa Jal designs sometimes that one problem actually creates 20 other solutions. Countless other solutions. So this had to happen for those eases to come. So this is part of Allah's design. We can't recognize it, but it's always there. In other words, my mindset is, yes, I'm going through this problem, but with this problem, Allah is creating ease in my life for sure, and I have to find where it is. The problem I can see, the solution I have to look and discover where it is. But every experience you and I have, that some of the most terrible experiences you and I will have in this life, where you will start asking yourself, why am I being put through this? Why is this happening to me? What did I do to deserve this? What good can come out of this? Every one of those experiences has some ease, some relief, some good that comes with it that we are becoming blind to see. But Allah says it's there, it's right, it's not, you don't have to wait for it afterwards, it's right there at the same time. It's right there at the same time. Inna ma'al usri yusra. But even beyond that, when you use the word with, what Allah is saying is that ease has been put with difficulty. Ease has been put with difficulty. Like He put the night with the day. Like He put the cloud with the rain. There are things that He put together, and in this life, what Allah decided to do is if you and I want to experience ease, He designed it in a way that you first have to go through difficulty, and only by going through difficulty, with it will come the ease. And that's how He made all of life. Many of you are students. You have to go through the difficulty of studying before you experience the ease of graduation, the relief of getting to the next grade. You have to work hard at your work before the ease of a bonus comes, before a promotion comes. Without difficulty, that's not going to happen. You have to go through the difficulty of fixing your diet and eating better before you experience the ease of better health. A patient has to go through the difficulty maybe of surgery before they experience the ease of healing. That's just how Allah made life. You have to go through tough experiences in order to experience relief. That's Allah's design. That's just what it is. Now, as soon as you hear all of that, you tell yourself, well, with difficulty comes ease, so I'm going through a tough time right now, so I guess ease is coming, I'm going to relax and wait for it to come. No, Allah is telling us something more profound. He's saying, you have to exhaust yourself through the difficulty, fight through the difficulty. You can't just sit back and say, Allah will bring ease. He promised He'll bring ease, so I'm just going to wait for that and cry until then. No. That's why He told the Prophet in the next ayah, sallallahu alayhi wasallam, He says, فَإِذَا فَرَغْتَ فَانْصَبْ. Very powerful words. When you find yourself free, exhaust yourself. And what in the world does that have to do with ease and difficulty? Allah does not want you and me sitting idle. When we are in difficulty, Allah actually wants us to exhaust ourselves. You see, other people, when they find themselves in difficulty, they sit back and start giving up. They get depressed, they get anxious, they start quitting. They take a back seat. But the believer, because of these ayah, oh, you're in difficulty? Well, the moment you find yourself having free time of any kind, exhaust yourself. Put yourself to work. Make yourself productive. The question is, how much free time do you and I spend thinking about how terrible life is, sitting there doing nothing, letting our mind take us around in circles while we sit there completely unproductive, completely paralyzed? And Allah says, you have way too much free time on your hands, and you're not exhausting yourself. When you're not exhausting yourself, you are allowing the difficulty to win. And if you don't, and the ayah starts with a fa, it's called al-fa as-sababiyya. Therefore, because you want ease to come, you better exhaust yourself. As a result of learning this, you better put yourself to work. So you and I have to actually live meaningful, productive lives. Sometimes it is easy to become overwhelmed with the experiences that we're having. It's easy to become overwhelmed with sadness or grief or nervousness or anxiety. It's okay to do that, but we have to learn to fight through that through Allah's words, find the strength to actually put ourselves to work and busy ourselves with something.